let's get this thing started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We're hoping for a little more drama than we got a season ago when the Trojans obliterated the Irish.
They absolutely laid the hammer. And the Trojans, listen, this is a team that you can count on every year now. They're starting to put their name in the hat. They've always had so much prestige, tradition. End of the year, these games, they matter. Can they deliver another statement game again this year?
I think the Trojans...
And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
After watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. And he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Cook. And he's running in the open. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Calls his own number. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun. He's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs. coming into this one, so there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'll throw it on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll fire to his right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Luke Rockne, Eric Parsegian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
And this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And you get more and more hits on a QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. To give to the big fullback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And the Trojans will have a first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying to get to it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, USC. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Grab near the marker. It's Cook. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and it'll be first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Trojans! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. From inside the 15, here's the return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here come the Irish back on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After the incompletion, it's second down. Power football with the run. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step, and if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On second down, wants to throw it. Snags it. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Irish!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive. He tries to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 25. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. The Trojans make a living on stretching the field with big plays in the passing game because they just throw the ball to that receiver.
No doubt about it. And guess what? Everybody in Hollywood likes this, right? Like the big, explosive, dynamic, fun plays. And that's exactly what USC does year after year.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The corners are walked up tight. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Scrambling away. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. Oh, they fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. They get to him as he throws. The fake field goal catches the defense with its pants down, and it's going to be a touchdown. Oh, the fake caught the defense by surprise, opened up a little passing lane for the score.
And I tell you what, on a field goal block, what are we doing? We're sending everybody. You might want to keep a guy or two back deep just in case they do run the field goal. And when you bring the field goal block and you bring everybody and you're sending all your resources to get them and you're not covering, this can happen. I tell you what, guts to call the play, and it actually worked.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Has the ball and ready to get moving. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they lets it fly. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's loose down the middle, and he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Let's go. Defensively now, we know we get a stop. We get the offense the ball back in great field position. Great opportunity to make some strikes, maybe score some points. Let's go defense.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal when you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble and gets the stop on 4th.
He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He'll get rid of it. It's caught downfield. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown! more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.
How about that play by the free safety? He actually wasn't blitzing on that play. He had dropped down to the box, and he was just watching the QB and watching to see what was going around him. When he saw the quarterback keep holding on to the ball, he just said, man, I'm just going to go get him myself. And he shows you the speed and is able to close the gap.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He fires it out to the right. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle, it's Gentry. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Timeout, USC.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, USC.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. The The Irish have seized control against the Trojans and starting to put their eyes on that jeweled shillelagh.
The Irish doing what they need to do. Every year we look forward to this game. The hype, does it meet the hype? The Irish were ready. USC's got some answering to do, Palmer.
Touchdown Jesus is celebrating somewhere. What a game so far by Notre Dame. They're hitting on all cylinders. They knew how big this game was coming in. They knew they had to be dialed up and ready to go. And they have looked good. And I think the jeweled shillelagh might be making a trip to South Bend.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point,
Lost one deep down the right side. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds his man enough for the first. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's looking on the right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Put yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the 3rd quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the 3rd, and they're lining up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, David. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going. What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cook. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but not able to come away with the completion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left, because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the team of your rush.
And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Man, what a sweet dime that last pass was. The Trojans always seem to have a quarterback who can make you pay in the secondary.
And it's always a big, strong-arm guy that throws the ball all the yard, that's just good-looking. I mean, just all the things that most people aren't, but that they want to root for and cheer for, because they always find that guy at that position that does great things.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to get it through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Skips away from pressure. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Still running at the 40. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a...
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points.
He had a chance to get rid of it and avoid the loss. Instead, the defense pushes him out of bounds for the loss. The Trojans are in the hurry-up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Forced out of the pocket. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Wide open, he makes the catch. He was oh so close to wrapping up this 3rd quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period.
Notre Dame 48, USC 28.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll go to the air. He's got it. Touchdown, Irish. And the beatdown has ensued. They push that lead out. A really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25. The kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Quarterback empties his backfield. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Steps away to find some room. He'll let it go down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here.
And the pass is intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Steps away. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
That's 2 very good decisions on that play by the quarterback, right? Number 1, not to hand it off. That was the right look to throw into. And the second good decision was his guy was covered, so don't throw it. Just
touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the punishment has been extended. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Makes it past the marker. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big. When he gets that handoff going to the right, he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll do it himself. Now the toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
And the Trojans line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And it'll be down right there.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it towards the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about a punt.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Nothing but green ahead. The 40. The 20. Touchdown Notre Dame. And the route is on. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner goes down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Irish. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 28 over Fresno State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Running back searching for a hole. Shows him the stiff arm. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Trojans want to move quickly. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and if the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away.
On the
Line getting set on second down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking for an open man on second down. Buys a little time. Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He'll pull it down and run. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
Notre Dame looking for this fourth down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats at the end of the season. We look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
On the option. He'll pitch it. At the 40, there he goes. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Defense in press coverage. Now on the option. Afterburner's coming. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. On the option. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Running to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got him, and they convert. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbound.
And this defense has put a game together. It is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? They just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Gets rid of it. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Going up top on first down. He put some heat on that one down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a